Please listen to the story about a man who disregarded his wife and where it brought him to. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you. In a beautiful town called Lagos, there lived a man and woman who were happily married. They had a peaceful marriage. The husband was a successful businessman, while the wife worked online for a company, but things changed drastically. He lost a huge amount of money from his business investment. Debts started creeping in and piling up. It became so bad that he started to rely on his wife. But the wife, being an understanding woman, helped him without hesitation. For some months, the woman became broke because of all the expenses on her. As she handed him the last Naira note in her wallet, he looked up with tears in his eyes. "I'll pay you back, I promise." She smiled. "Just focus on getting back on your feet." That was the moment she became more than just his wife. She became his lifeline. Months went by, and he did get back on his feet. His business took off, and they lived a comfortable life. She worked tirelessly, supporting him and caring for their home. He'd often say, "You're the reason I'm standing today." But as success grew, so did the distance between them. He'd come home late, his eyes glued to his phone, his smile scarce. She brushed it off as stress, till the day she saw a message on his phone. "Can't wait to see you tonight, baby." Her heart sank as she read the message again, hoping it was just a mistake. But the words stung like salt on a wound. She confronted him, and he didn't deny it. "It's nothing, just a friend," he said, but his eyes betrayed him. The pain cut deep, but what hurt more was when he raised his hand to her, silencing her cries with a slap. "You know I wouldn't hurt you," he whispered, as if that made it okay. She stayed quiet, frozen in fear, wondering how it got this far. Days turned into weeks, and she walked on eggshells, afraid to trigger his anger. But the hurt ran deep. One night after he'd passed out drunk, she found the courage to dig deeper. She scrolled through his phone and found more messages, more lies. The truth hit her like a ton of bricks. She was living a lie. The man she loved, the man she'd stood by, was a stranger. She knew she had to get out, but fear of the unknown kept her trapped. Or was it love? She sought advice from family, but everyone convinced her to stay. They told her to endure, and she did. She stayed, convincing herself she loved him enough to fix him. She forgave the bruises, the lesions, the cheating. But the ultimate betrayal came when she visited the hospital, test results in hand. The doctor's words echoed in her mind. "You've been infected with HIV." The room spun. She remembered the nights he'd come home late, smelling of perfume, the business trips, the countless excuses. It wasn't just her heart he'd destroyed, it was her life. She felt like she'd been punched in the gut. HIV, the words swirled in her head. How could he? She thought of all the times she'd stood by him, forgiven him. The tears streamed down her face as she packed her bags, this time for good. She'd given him her all, and he'd repaid her with a death sentence. She wrote a note, "You took my life, but I'll take mine back." The hospital corridor blurred as she walked out, a new woman ready to fight. She disappeared into the crowded streets, a ghost in the city. He searched everywhere, but she'd vanished. The reality of his actions hit him like a ton of bricks. He'd lost the love of his life, and possibly his own life too. The diagnosis came days later, HIV, positive. The irony wasn't lost on him. She, meanwhile, had started rebuilding. New name, new life, new purpose. She'd begun speaking at women's shelters, sharing her story, empowering others. The pain still lingered, but she'd turned it into strength.